Hi guys, welcome back to Cheers. Today we have a what's on my iPhone video for you today, and since it's only going to be my iPhone that you'll be peeking into, it's only going to be me today, so you'll see Chanel next week. But yeah, let's get into it and show you what's on my iPhone. This is my iPhone. It's the iPhone 6 Plus, and this is my case, and it is a Neo character from Kakao Talk. It's basically like a messaging app for mainly for Koreans, and my boyfriend has like the matching case to it with the Ryan character. And my home screen is just a crossover between Big Hero 6 and Totoro, which is just an anime from a Japanese anime movie director that I really like. And I have my phone set into military time because basically what happened to me before was I was taking a nap and then I woke up to it being like 7 p.m. and I thought it was 7 a.m. And so I freaked out because, you know, I thought it was time to go to school. And then after that I was like, okay, you know what, I can't do that anymore. And you don't get confused with military time, so that's the story behind there. My home screen is another crossover between Totoro and Adventure Time, just two other things that I really like. And my home screen is basically for the things that I use the most, along with this being the bottom screen being actually the things that I use the most. And Between is just an app that you literally have messaging between two people, and so I use that with my boyfriend, and we can send corny stuff to each other and not be too ashamed about it. And then obviously my work stuff for Outlook. And Muzi is an app that I recently discovered because I've been trying to cut back on spending money, so rather than using like iTunes or Spotify, Muzi is really cool because what it does is that it accesses YouTube, and then you can create your own playlist like I have here. And basically if you look up, I don't know it shows like the top trending songs on YouTube, so you can play a shuffle of that, or you can look up songs and have a playlist that way and download certain music here to have on like your, I don't know, downloaded music, I guess is what you could consider it as. And for social media stuff, I just have like all the basic stuff such as Snapchat, Kakao Talk, which I mentioned earlier, which is my case, and Facebook, Messenger, Pinterest. Zoom is just an app that we use for my work in order to chat with each other. And for games, I've just been doing it old school lately with Candy Crush. That's what I've been into lately, just because I don't really know any good games off the top of my head right now. I've also been really into piano tiles just because I've been playing piano ever since I was younger, so all of the melodies are very nostalgic to me. For photography, I basically just use apps like Foodie. It's a different type of app here. Let me show you. So if I were to take my ring and that was the subject, Foodie basically has different filters, but I really like pink filters for my personal Instagram. Like there's cooler tones here, but then I really like going for like this trait TR1 and the ice cream filters because they have a pinkish hue to it, which I really like. And it's really good for photos for obviously food, judging by the name, but it's also good for selfies, just letting you know. And ViscoCam, obviously everyone knows that. Snow is like more of an Asian app. This one has definitely way more filters for like face stuff. There's so many ugly ones, like I can't show it to you right now because my face is obviously not in camera, but definitely give it a download. Oh, maybe I can show you some embarrassing pictures instead so you can kind of get the gist of it. So that's my grandma. And I put this filter on her. It basically has these kind of filters, just really ugly ones, and some cute ones that you can upload as well. And Fujifilm here, so I can take pictures remotely through my iPhone from my digital camera. And I recently found this one out. It's called what's it called again? Cinematograph. And basically it's like, have you seen those Instagram videos lately where there's like one thing that's moving but everything else in the video stays really still? That's basically what this is. So I've been playing around with it. I literally just downloaded it yesterday, so I'm going to play around with it some more and see if I can actually get this working, because it did not work for me last time. I actually tried to do it with the cake from Chanel's birthday party, a video that I took, and it didn't work out so well, so yeah. And extras are basically just all of like T-Mobile Tuesdays, which is like little gifts that T-Mobile gives you, and you have to play like little maze games or like hitting brick wall games, and just, I don't know, things that I couldn't really find a home for. Productivity, I have like Sworkit, my personal email address, Reddit for news, and then some practice stuff for like my piano and cello running stuff. Magic Cleaner is really cool because what it does is that, you know, when you run out of space on your phone, it basically lets you know how much space you have available, and a lot of times caches are the reason why your phone gets really messy with a bunch of stuff, and so it actually helps clear all your caches, which is stuff that you don't really need anyways, and then it helps clear up a bunch of space for you. Travel Hopper is a really cool app. Basically what you can do here is you say that, well, I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I want to go to Los Angeles, maybe sometime in October, and then it gives you an estimate of how much you're going to be spending during that time, so you can find out like the most bang for your buck in terms of when you're going to be traveling. Like $95 for a trip to LA in October, like that's a really good deal. Usually it's like around $120-ish round trip. And then for store, I have just like Retail Me Not, which is a great app for when you're trying to get coupons. I've mainly been using this for Ulta and for, what's it called? Bath and Body Works. They always have stuff on here for that, but I'm sure there's like a ton of other stores that use this, like Best Buy off of here. But for instance, if I type in Ulta, it's gonna show me some coupons that I can use there and get my $3.50 off of your $15 purchase. Like that's a pretty good deal. So something I always use whenever I go into the store. And Hush is basically just another Retail Me Not. And Open Table is something that a lot of people don't necessarily use, but it's also really nifty. It's basically like another Yelp. It shows you all of the restaurants that are open for dinner tonight in terms of like Italian, seafood, steakhouse, like that kind of stuff, and then you can make a reservation this way rather than calling up the people, because who wants to talk to actual people, right? But anyways, yeah, that's what's on my iPhone. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you have any apps that you suggest that we should use for, you know, like photo editing or anything like that, then definitely put that in the comment section below. Hopefully you feel a little bit like you know me better. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, cheers to a good week. Bye!